Well, as it's gotten lighter out and the day's gone on, we're getting a better idea of just how much damage the storms caused this morning. And Madison County is one of the hardest hit areas, and NBC4's Eric Halperin is in London with what residents and crews are dealing with there. Eric.
Matthew, there is a lot of cleanup going on in several parts of the counties. Metal and other debris thrown all over the place. This is OSU's Molly Cairns Center where the Farm Science Review happens, and metal likely from the airport a little bit to the west of here thrown into the fence here. If you look further onto the property, there is also a building that is partially collapsed, several here with other damage that they're dealing with this morning, and there is even worse damage in other parts of the county. This home you're seeing now is just east of here. The second floor was torn off the house, and this happened with 2 family members inside. A woman tells me her mother and grandmother are physically okay, but shaken up. The Madison County Airport is also dealing with a lot of damage. The sheriff tells me 1 hangar was destroyed, others were hit, and a few planes were also damaged.
It took out a lot of the hangars and airplanes and significant damage at our airport and moved over to the Molly Cairns Center here, which is the Ohio State University's Molly Cairns Center. It crossed through that, moving to the east, and took out a residence just to the east of here. Thank goodness we didn't have any reports of injuries.
And Sheriff Sweeney says in total 4 houses in the county are a total loss. He expects the airport in that area of Route 40 to be closed for quite some time as cleanup continues here. We'll be here throughout the day giving you more updates as all of this work continues. Local for you in Madison County, I'm Eric Halperin, NBC4.
Eric, thank you. Right now, NBC4's Delaney Ruth is live in the Blacklick area. Delaney, what are you seeing there?
Well, Matthew, when neighbors here woke up this morning, they say they could hear wind blowing. They heard thunder booming. One man told us he felt his entire house shake. So they weren't that surprised when they woke up this morning and saw that there was some severe damage to property, to houses. You can see a tree is on a house here and people are just working to clean it up. Now, early this morning on Havens Corners Road, trees were down on the roadway and debris was scattered across the street. One tree took out a power line, and neighbors in the area say lights were still on, but they were left without internet. Police were out here this morning directing traffic as people headed to work and school. And down the road a bit farther here on Belange, the damage was even worse. Trees were on top of cars and houses. We even saw a broken trampoline blown clear across a yard.
Got electric pole down out back, got a couple trees down. I think the tree took the pole down. A couple shingles missing. My chimney cap's laying over there in the yard.
It was kind of quiet, and then about 5 minutes before it really hit, the lights flashed about 3-4 times, and then the winds picked up, got real intense, and it lasted only a few minutes, and then that was it.
Well, neighbors here tell me that thankfully nobody was injured, but of course this is just going to be the very beginning of a long cleanup process. Local for you in Blacklick, I'm Delaney Ruth, NBC4.